Okay. Me and Jered spent a year watching Blood Lake, and now we're going to talk about it. What did you think?
I enjoyed it, even though I hated all of the characters. I quite enjoyed it. It entertained me, for sure.
Is that why you were looking at your phone so much? Well, I personally think it is a masterpiece. However, if you look online, you'll find, I guess if you really dig, you might find somebody, but I've never seen anybody who likes this movie.
It's kind of standard. Like, you could say, like, this is just your typical kind of like shot on video horror movie.
But I think that's a problem because a lot of people don't like shot on video because they're wrong. I think people will find that shot on video is one of the true pleasures in life.
I mean, I do like the whole thing of shot on video.
So, something I like about this movie is because I watched this with two other people and they both quite enjoyed it as well. So maybe, I mean, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil, and also everybody likes this movie. So I don't know what everybody else is seeing with this movie. This movie is I think it's really funny.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I think it's funny. I never said I didn't enjoy it.
No, I know. I'm not arguing with you. I'm arguing with all the people that probably won't listen to this. That this is a good movie because it is entertaining and funny, and I think that I like the characters, especially Lil Tony.
I think all of the characters deserve death, and I'm very sad that Lil Tony did not get absolutely butchered.
But why don't you like the characters?
Because they're all douchebags, and you said it best when they were at the table drinking. It seems like we're just at a party that we don't want to be at and just watching people do dumb shit.
But you see, something I like about this movie is that it doesn't really feel like a movie. It just feels like it really just feels like a documentary of this group of friends vacation to this house. Okay, so the story of this of Blood Lake is these it's a brother and his friend and his younger brother, Little Tony, and all of their women go to this cabin owned by one of the women's dads. They're just gonna, drink and, have sex and, as little Tony says,
Hey, Mike, you gonna be a butthole this weekend, or are you gonna let me drink?
I mean, that is something else to point out is their accents. It's very southern, very.
I think I said it. What I like, if it's as if we made a Hill Critters parody of the Jersey Shore.
And Lil Tony does give out a "you goddamn right." Well, it's more of a.
Goddamn right.
I mean, they also slur a lot. They're like not like in the word slur, but they're just like.
I do not think that they had a script for this movie, and if there was, I would be fascinated on seeing it, because I don't think anybody gets a single line out with somebody talking over them.
Especially in the goodbyes. Whenever there's like a hello or a goodbye, it's just a barrage of goodbye, have to see you, goodbye, did you see you?
Thanks a lot.
Come by, y'all be
Okay,
careful.
bye-bye. Take it easy, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, thanks a lot.
Bye-bye, see you later.
And another example of why this is a documentary and not an actual movie with actors is that nobody is talking as if they're like on camera. They're just talking as if they were like just normal, like how you would normally talk to somebody with like kind of like whispering or mumbling everything.
Pepperoni or caramel deluxe?
And talking over each other.
No one
And-
enunciates anything. It's just
Well, it's a combination of them not being actors and just down south you don't enunciate nothing.
Get away from that house. Hey, asshole, what are you doing? I'm gonna kick your ass. You better get away from him. You looking to get your ass kicked, buddy? Come on back.
And the sheriff,
not the sheriff, the lake patrol officer who called the sheriff, which the sheriff never arrived because who can afford a police car, especially if you can't even afford a boom mic.
But well, first of all, I mean, what shot on video has a boom mic?
Well, that's fair enough. I'm just, especially in that scene with him where he's just like, he talks like this, he can barely hear him.
Okay.
There's someone with the lake patrol. I need to ask you a couple questions.
Like for some reason, like the sound guy or like the microphone just didn't like this man or something. Because the whole movie, it's a combination of like him, like oh no, it's Tim, or like no,
Yeah.
no, that's too much enthusiasm. It's Tim, or like stuff like that.
Oh God, they got Tim.
He sold the house to your dad, but your dad never paid.
Well, Jered used to live here, and her father bought the place from him and never paid for it.
Which is the reason why the killer is killing people, is that the killer owned the house that they're staying at. And when the girl's dad bought the house, he just never paid him. Which leads to how does
that happen?
how does he own the house then? Did he just like steal the deed? Like he's like, I'll pay you next week. Takes deed, runs away.
Also, I understand the man being upset that like the house didn't get paid for, but like how do you let your house not get paid for? Like no one really like in the movie really acknowledges it other than once, is that the killer is killing someone because he wasn't paid for the house, which opens up questions of how, like we've already talked about it, but cannot stress enough, how the fuck did he not pay for the house? How the fuck did he own the house if he didn't pay for it?
And it was kind of implied that they've kind of had the house for at least like a little while. So like one day he was just like snapped, which is in the opening, the classic opening scene, which is also on my channel. Is this whole movie's on YouTube, so I mean, by all means, go watch and enjoy. But the opening scene is the killer walking up to the gardener of the house.
Hey, what's going on? I can't tell you no more. Well, I didn't have anything to do with it. Listen, I just work here. It's good enough for me.
And then we get the first of 4 extended songs in the movie. So like 4 songs were written for this movie, and I guess the makers of the movie were like, well, we paid for these songs, we're using every goddamn second of them. So there's 4 scenes in this movie where it's just like a heckin' 4 or 5 minute song, and I like the songs. I know it's probably not Jered's kind of thing, but I think they're acceptable.
I mean, if you consider like generic rock and roll just like acceptable, sure, it's
At least I can understand what they're saying. Pretty sure Lil Tony is a future rapist. Or, I mean, a current rapist as far as I'm concerned. I mean...
I got my beer, my sex partner. I'm fine.
And he's like, he's probably 12, maybe 13, maybe even younger. I have no idea. But he's got this girl who's like, I don't know. I mean, she's probably about the same age, but she seems like she's like 8. He's like, I'm gonna sex this girl up so good you don't know it's good, you don't even know.
also the girl clearly is not into him, which begs the question of why.
Oh, but he keeps saying like, oh, you're saying that now. You just wait till tonight.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything with you. That's what they all say. Cat first.
Yeah, but like, why did she come along if this guy is just like, yeah, I'm going to, hey baby, we want to come to my brother's girlfriend's dad's cabin that he didn't pay for and have some sweet loving.
You wait till you see my short shorts.
You're going to be a butthole, or you're going to give me some sex.
At the end of the movie, the killer gets away because the not sheriff goes back to the shed and the killer's gone. But then it's like the next day and the killer walks out. Or I mean, it could be I assume it's not the next day because the lake is completely dried out. So I don't know if this is like symbolism.
I mean, it does say the very first credit is lake drain special effects done by an act of God.
So in conclusion,
It's a funny movie. You should watch it and have a few laughs. And Alex will say it's the best thing ever because he says that about every video he shows me.
I can't help it if I like things, Jered. I'm not closed-minded like these other people on the internet are like, oh, this movie is shot on video? I don't think so. Oh, yeah, if it's not on the Criterion Collection, then it's no good for me. So, Jered, we going to keep doing these? Or is it going to be another year?
Who knows? Maybe it'll be a week. Maybe it'll be a year. Maybe it'll be a month. Maybe it'll be a millennia. Who knows?
Maybe I'll kill myself just after this is uploaded.